Hello everyone, it's Sunday, which means another Demon Slayer episode. I'm your host Aaron, now let's get into it. Today's episode begins on the cliffhanger we had left on. Nezuko's leg had been pierced by Daki, but Daki wonders how Nezuko is able to regenerate her leg so quickly. In fact, doing it that fast also means that Nezuko's regeneration is greater than Daki's. Nezuko continues to attack Daki, and we see a demented grin on her face. Finally, Nezuko is going apeshit. This was something I was waiting for ages to see animated. And man, Ufotable did it justice. The narrative then switches back to Tanjiro. He is passed out but is brought back into consciousness by one of his slain siblings, who tells him he must help Nezuko. Then we see a fully demonic Nezuko as she stomps Daki. However, Daki is able to escape Nezuko's torment. Daki severs Nezuko into several pieces, beheading her in the process. But despite being decapitated and her limbs cut off, Nezuko manages to catch Daki's obi. Daki is amazed by this, but quickly realizes Nezuko's blood is congealed. Just as she realizes this, she is met with an explosion of Nezuko's blood. Gotta admit, the color of the blood here is insane. The fight may be the best of today. Being burnt alive like this reminds Daki of her past. She screams as Nezuko puts herself together and continues to attack. She pounds Daki's head into the ground and throws her through several buildings. However, Nezuko herself is starting to show signs of tiredness. In her pursuit of Daki, she's faced with a bleeding woman. Nezuko can't control herself and lunges at the woman. Thankfully, Tanjiro arrives and stops her from a grave mistake. He tells her he shouldn't have made her fight and begs her to rest. She continues to fight back against him, and we see Daki has caught up to the siblings again. Her face is badly burnt from Nezuko's blood demon art. She remarks that she didn't know Nezuko could use blood or demon art, and that it's taking longer than usual to heal herself. Tanjiro is at a loss as Daki marches towards them. There's bystanders around to protect, but Nezuko is basically feral. But out of nowhere comes Tengen, who scolds Tanjiro for the current situation. Tengen remarks that Daki is too weak to be in upper rank, and tells her to get lost. This enrages Daki, but her head comes off. She is clearly distraught by this, perhaps because Tengen was so fast she didn't see it, though the perception changes once more. This time we see Inosuke and Zenitsu. Inosuke is angered by the fact they lost to Tengen. Zenitsu, on the other hand, hears Tengen and heads towards the sound. Inosuke charges ahead. We then come back to Tengen, the Kamato siblings, and Daki. Tanjiro is surprised to see Daki beheaded. Tengen tells him that he should stay focused and control his sister. Nezuko still fights Tanjiro, and he's worried he won't be able to reach her. He thinks back to his mother and begins to sing her a lullaby. The song doesn't seem to quell Nezuko, but seeing Tanjiro hold her own calms the fully demonic Nezuko. There's a peaceful flashback to Nezuko as a child with her mom, with a backing track of the lullaby. The memory is enough for her to cry. She shrinks back to normal size and Tanjiro is relieved she's asleep. A now beheaded Daki berates Tengen. Tengen is annoyed and tells her to just die. She affirms she is in upper rank 6. They argue and she begins to cry. This surprises Tengen, of course, Tengen realizing that she isn't disintegrating despite being beheaded. Meanwhile, Daki continues to throw a tantrum and calls for her brother. Gyutaro finally appears from her body. Tengen tries to behead him, but Gyutaro is seen attending to his sister. Tengen goes to attack. However, Gyutaro is simply too fast and manages to wound Tengen. Gyutaro is enraged by Tengen's appearance. Daki, however, is still a crybaby. Outside, Tanjiro notices the weapons Gyutaro used as Inosuke and Zenitsu finally arrive. Tanjiro instructs them to help Tengen. Meanwhile, he'll put Nezuko away. Finally, we see Gyutaro and Tengen engaging in combat. Gyutaro using his blood demon arts, which is exactly how I envisioned it while fighting. Tengen wonders if he must behead them both. The episode ends with Gyutaro and Daki atop his back. As Gyutaro comments, they fight as one. Unfortunately, this wraps up the episode. Yet another cliffhanger. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, I'm your host, and we'll catch you next time.